Hello and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Cory, how are you, sir?
Oh, buddy, I am full. Very full.
We're going to hear about that in a little bit, I feel.
I'm surprised we were able to get everything set up, to be honest with you, because I'm about to lose. I could blow chunks during the show at any point.
Well, that would be an internet first.
Ooh, no indeed, that'd be nice.
Tony,
Call
how
your
are
shot,
you,
baby. Cory, my man, I am low-key up-tempo, baby. Bob Beebe, my man, are you low-key up-tempo?
I'm loose. I'm loose, baby.
Loose as a goose.
Loose as a... Well, I don't know about that.
That's what she said, baby. That's what she said.
Yeah. I'm freaking loose.
I just found some Fiesta in my teeth
you?
that I just... Big old piece of coleslaw that I pulled out.
Because you and I both have facial hair, when you do this, I go, this side? Which side? That side? This side? Your left? My left? Which is it? Hey, if you're also loose out there, hey, you can find older episodes of the podcast wherever you can get a podcast. Also go out to YouTube and give us a like and subscribe. And you can reach out to us on Instagram at Schnozzcast with any of your existential questions or requests for relationship advice. Boys, so we started just a little bit late. We were ready to go on time. Let's be clear. However, we're watching the AFC divisional playoff between the Bills and the Broncos, and it was in overtime, and we decided, hey, we're ready. What's another few minutes worth? Let's see how this turns out.
Let's intentionally be late.
Yeah.
That's the first.
That might be a first.
An intentional late start.
Yeah. But, congratulations to the Broncos moving forward.
That was a hell of a game.
I called it.
You did. And hopefully you won money as well?
We'll know it when the Super Bowl's done if we won any money. But, this is another one I got right. I got some wrong, but I got this one right.
Speaking of making calls,
yeah.
Before we got in the room, we were watching the game, and the Bills pulled a bit of an old school flea flicker.
Oh yeah,
I saw that.
And Bob immediately goes, "Well, that's a Ben Johnson special if I've ever seen one." And what did the announcer say 2 seconds after that? That was a Ben Johnson special if I've ever seen one. I was like, "Wow, that was pretty good, buddy."
Yep.
That's how Bob.
Like it was a replay.
That's why Bob was 2 plays behind Cory. He actually heard that, then rewound. And when you came into the room, he repeated it.
He wanted to impress me.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, not for nothing. Them Seahawks starting out like they should, baby. Touchdown, Seattle.
Yeah.
Word.
Go Hawks. Is it go Hawks? Go Seahawks.
Go Hawks.
Yeah.
Indeed. 7-0 or 6-0 already, Bob.
You ever worried that people might mistake your cheers for the Blackhawks?
No.
This guy's cheering for the Blackhawks. They're not even playing right now.
Yeah, there's lots of Hawks out there.
Exactly.
Be specific. Boys, I did have one thing I wanted to share just because it kind of fucking blew my mind. And I'm not assigning it to anybody, so it's not a gentleman's agreement thing. But I did looking for something to watch, and on my Prime watch list, I had this documentary about the Tragically Hip. And I'm not sure if you're not familiar with the Hip. They are, for all intents and purposes, one of the most famous rock bands to ever come out of Canada. You can.
Who are these guys?
They're
the best, Cory. They're the best.
The hipsters?
Yep. What Todd said. They're the best. So it's like a 4-part documentary. So it's been on my watch list for forever. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let me just knock this off and see how it is. And I was familiar with the Hip. I have got a bunch of their songs in my library, but I don't have any albums. I've never been to a show. But I kind of knew the story of the Tragically Hip. I didn't really know all of it. So it was really, really interesting. If you're interested, go to Prime Video and look it up. Definitely worth your time.
Is it a tragic story?
It is in some ways, yeah. Yeah, it's and I won't spoil it for anybody. Those who are familiar with Gord Downey, the lead singer of the Tragically Hip, those who are familiar with the band probably already know the story, so I won't spoil it for anybody. But
yeah, I'm going to watch it. Don't spoil it for me.
these guys, well, and I'm not going to say anything, Todd, that I didn't already say to you yesterday, but they're, a band who's been together for like 25 years. And I saw a lot of parallels between what they're doing and what they went through as a band and what we do as a podcast. I don't know if you would see the same, but I was kind of, very emotionally involved in the story. I'm like, oh, there's not necessarily a who's the singer, who's the guitarist, who's the drummer equivalent in the podcast, but the challenges that they went through as a band, how to stay true to their roots while still trying to get their music out there. Do they kowtow to the record company when they want them to do the opening of a Tower Records, when in fact they're like, I don't know if we should do that because we're a Uncle Sam's Records regular customer. That was their kind of local small town record store, and they're like, we don't want you big box Tower Records, Walmart type of companies coming in, and we're gonna, and use us to tout your wares. That that probably would have given them all sorts of recognition, all sorts of, airtime, and lots of new followers, lots of new listeners. But do you do that, or do you stick with your gut? So I saw a lot of parallels between what we're trying to do here, probably what a lot of podcasters do, and what the band did. So highly recommend it.
I mean,
Love it.
If a big company comes to us about producing our podcast, we sell out, right?
Nope.
I feel like you didn't hear anything I just said.
Oh,
Exactly. Come on, TT.
I thought we were trying to do the opposite of the tragically hip. I thought that was the moral of the story.
Success story. No, there's a success story there to learn from.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it would depend on what type of big business came knocking on our doors and what they wanted us to do.
Who would you be like? Okay, yeah, we're selling out.
Oh, where like I don't even need to know what the pitch is, what you're asking us to do. It's just a unseen yes or no.
Yeah,
that's a tough one. Does it? I mean, for you, does it equate to how deep their pockets are?
Well, I mean, gotta have a little money.
Yeah. I feel like that's the crux of your question. How much money would it take for you to abandon all of your morals and your background for the payday
and control of our masters, man? Don't sell out, Cory.
That's probably where I would draw the line, is if the deal, whomever it was with, involved us giving up creative control of the show.
Like, let's say Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, or like Your Mom's House Studio, came to us and they're like, "Hey, we want to buy out your show."
Okay, so I'm me. Who are you? Are you Tom? You be Tom. You be Tom in this scenario. I'm me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're Bert Kreischer, Todd.
Okay, so you two guys are calling me on speakerphone to talk to me about wanting to buy the show.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple, Bob.
Okay.
I'm Tom Segura, my co-host here, Bert Kreischer.
Hey, Bert.
We were
huge
Bob.
fan.
We've seen the show, and
you've seen our show?
Yeah, and
holy fuck, that's amazing.
Well, Cory's
gotta go.
Twice.
Cory's been sending it to us for the past 5 years. So,
oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, but we decided we like you guys, and we want you to come work for us under Your Mom's House Studios.
Hold on, you want us to come work for you? Would we have to move to Austin?
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, Bert says yes. Tom might say no.
Well, Tom, why are you
We're on
talking
the
about
same
yourself as though
team.
you're a third person.
We're on the same team, Cory. We need them to move. We want creative control, and we want these guys right next to us so that we can tutor them and teach them how it's supposed to be done. Because while we are interested, because they've got a little bit of a spark, there's no fire yet, Bob. You guys have a little bit of something that I think that we can make and mold into something good. But Bob, we want you close to us, and we want to control, the creative flow, because I think we've had more success than you, obviously. So,
well,
Bert, at the risk of
hang on, Bert, I think you forgot that I, Tom, live in Austin, and you, Bert, live in California.
Well, yeah,
I'm moving there too.
Okay,
just for us, just because of the Schnozzcast,
so that we can all bond.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Well, at the risk
we're
of
gonna live in the
blowing
same
this
house.
deal,
We're going to live in the house. Same
I
house.
got to correct you, Bert. I don't think there's a verb to tootle. I'm not sure what you meant to say. Maybe to
I meant to say tootle.
Did you?
No,
Okay.
Toodle.
Am I going to have to, on the new
you.
show under Your Mom's House, am I going to have to pretend like the word tootle is a word? Is that something I have to do?
So, Bob, this is already kind of the reason why we want to kind of bring you guys into a single spot, moving to the same house, because what you're kind of spinning around your axle here is, again, we need to coach you guys up. How's that?
All right. What is there any money involved or anything in this deal?
$2.4 million.
Is that
up front
every year? Oh, okay.
And then salary after that.
What's my salary?
$150,000 a year.
And that's all of us, all three co-hosts get the same?
Yep.
Is that $2.4 million each up front?
No, you guys split that.
Split that 3 ways? Damn it. Okay. And then $150,000
All right,
a year?
well, just to make it easy, we'll make it $3 million. So you guys each get $1 million and $150,000 a year.
Okay. All right. Wow. That is any other catch that I should be aware of?
Besides
and
the fact
like
that
I said,
we're building your own studio.
And no creative control.
Oh, we have no creative control.
Not a bit.
Well, I feel comfortable saying this since neither of my co-hosts are on this Zoom meeting, but I think we're going to have to turn you down.
I would strangle the ever-living bejesus out of you.
Like I said, I'm sure my co-hosts would agree with me if they were here, and gosh darn it, I'm sorry that I didn't send them the link to this meeting, but we love you guys and really appreciate the offer, but we need to retain creative control.
Whoop, go fuck yourself, click.
Exactly. I kind of figured that because that Todd
Probably
Dillon
time to
guy
call
seems to be a
Todd
bit
Cory
of a
now.
diva. that Todd guy seems a bit of a diva, and he probably would have bitched about.
Oh, sorry, Bert, you're still on. Tom dropped it. Looks like, but Bert,
I did.
You're
I
still
just wanted
here?
to. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for a second, just
All
to
right.
tell you, I kind of figured as much because you guys seem like a bunch of freaking pampered pansies. But thanks for your time.
Okay, well, Bert, before you go, if I could just
Yes,
say, I think I'm speaking about both you and Tom when I say, oh, hold on, someone's trying to get back in the Zoom meeting. Let me let Tom back in. Admit. Hey, Tom. Yeah, we were just, I was just talking with Bert here about.
No, I didn't answer.
You were trying to get in the room. It looks like he immediately dropped. That's really weird. Wait, he's trying to get back in again. Okay, admit. Okay, Tom, so glad you're back. Fuck, he dropped again. Bert, if this is the way you guys run your business, I got to say, I thought you guys seem a lot more professional.
Well, when we deal with people who are on the fringe of maybe being relevant, we like to kind of exert control. And so as much as we like you guys, we don't love you guys. We don't know what you're going to, you ever have a seed?
I have had a seed.
Yeah. And then you
Several
planted
seeds.
it. Yeah. And then you planted that seed.
Yeah.
And some dirt.
I wouldn't call it dirt, but sure.
Call it a vagina.
Soil, if you will.
Soil.
If you plant that seed in the soil, you don't know exactly what's going to spring up. A beautiful flower or a weed, right? It's just a seed. And you guys are kind of that seed. It probably, we plant you in a little bit of soil. If we leave you to your own devices, you're going to come up a big old weed. But we figure if we could kind of take some soil and move you guys' seed to Austin, we all move into the same place. We take control of this whole thing. Water you the right way. Keep the light and the temperature right. You guys might grow into a lilac.
Yeah, but I feel like the coaching,
or a hollyhock.
If we're not going to get creative control of the show, if we're going to lose that, and you're going to coach us up, I feel like you could probably do this with anybody. Why not just steal our idea?
We could, but Cory has sent us all 397 of your freaking shows.
Oh,
and
very thorough.
And he's been groveling for the last 2+ years.
He's King Kamehameha Groveler.
All right, hang on. All right, hang on. Before my head absolutely fucking explodes.
Oh, Tom, you're back.
No, this is Cory.
Cory, I didn't send you this link. How'd you get this section?
Because Tom sent it to me.
Sakura.
For
my nemesis.
Real quick, I just have to get this out of the way because there's a special guest watching.
Yeah.
And I just have to call his name out real quick. Bubskins. Hey, buddy. Chubbs is
Hey, buddy.
watching.
Oh, your
Who?
dog.
It's Callie's dog.
Okay,
And she said he's been locked down on the TV
gotcha.
every time I've been talking.
Well, that
so.
seems like a pretty good reason to derail the entire
Okay,
story.
but back to that. Back to that reason.
And theme.
But yes. In all honesty,
Yeah,
if someone reached out and offered $3 million
yeah,
to each of us,
yeah,
or $1 million to each man,
yeah,
and $150,000 a year
yeah.
to literally just podcast.
Yeah, first of all, I feel like that'd be enough for you and I to quit our jobs, but I'm not sure that Todd would bite on that.
The only thing that's all we're doing is knocking out podcast episodes.
Yeah, but it's a full-time job, though.
Yeah.
Like, Todd can't keep his job and do this job. I think that's in this scenario. I think we can assume that to be fair, to be clear, right? It'd be a full-time commitment.
Yeah.
Move to Austin.
No. Let's say we. Again, there's no reason we have to move. Bert lives in California. Tom lives in Austin.
Well, those guys were just full of shit then.
Yeah. As they always are.
Jesus.
But yeah, let's say we don't have to move. You wouldn't take that deal.
Well, obviously the overarching impulse is to take the goddamn deal. But what happens when we? What kind of show are we going to be doing? What if we're doing a show where we're nothing but fucking clowns?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we're getting paid $150.
Running around in diapers, having you do accents, Cory.
Yeah. What if that's what we signed up for?
150K a year, $1 million up front.
You got to pay taxes
call
on
me-
that money.
call me Pampers, baby.
You got to pay taxes on that, Cory. By the time it's all said and done with $1 million, right? You're only going to be getting. You'd be lucky if you take home 300 out of that. With everything you're going to need to do,
70%, are they?
well, you're not going to get taxed at that rate. But you are going to have a bunch of other. We're going to have legal. We're all going to have lawyers and other expenses to take care of making sure. We're not going to just sign a contract that we don't have a lawyer review, right? Now we're retaining attorneys.
Coming in with a logic.
Word. And again, like I said, $150K a year. That's not going to get it done for me. I'm sorry.
No, I knew that as soon as you said it.
Looks like we go down to a 2-man podcast, Bob.
Wow.
Wow. Sorry, Todd. Hang on. No, hang on. Now, hear me out on this. I get where you're coming from, but do you understand that $150K to me would be a life-changing amount as far as salary?
That's great, but what I'm saying is, if Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura looked us up. Wait, hold on a sec. Hear me out. And they were going to first offer, throw us $3 million, a studio, and then a paltry $150K. So we'd be foolish to take the first offer. This business 101. Don't take the first offer. And if hold on. And if Tom Segura
I'm saying
and
fair
Bert
enough.
Kreischer love us, guess what? Some other comedians like us as well. And so we want to make sure, we want to find out who else might be interested in our wares. And again, we want to maintain as much creative freedom and control as we can for as long as we can before we start signing up with anybody who's going to take complete control of us.
No, I think we're getting a little too deep into it now. I would just scratch the surface at first.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously if this was something that was actually brought to the table, then yeah, things would go a lot differently. But
yeah, I'm
just saying as an impulse to, if it was brought to us, what would your knee-jerk reaction be? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think anybody can answer that question who is doing something artistic or even a venture that might have a huge payoff if they work hard. Is what would you do if your hard work paid off? When you had to make a choice on follow your dream and give up part of your dream for the money. That you can apply that to many different things.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is just pie in the sky.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was just
fulfillment, really.
So I think, all right, got some decent answers there.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Especially this is back to the very, very beginning of the show, Bob, your intro.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name 3 things that are loose that are good? Because I feel like
pair of slacks.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
Loose
that's
pair of
one.
slacks.
Loose pair of slacks.
loose morals on a
Okay.
on a spring break encounter. That's
a loose
2,
slot machine.
I think. Loose slot machine. There you go.
That was easy.
My intro though was it's always good to be loose instead of tight. You don't have any tight going into a podcast hosting.
I don't know. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot of people say, "Yeah, keep it tight."
Those people are idiots. They've never hosted a podcast before. You got to be loose, baby.
Speaking of Tom Segura, high and tight is their
is it
one of their sayings? Keep them high and tight.
Yeah, that's what they say. But deep down, you know they're fucking loose.
Loose as a goose,
Loose, baby.
Oh, another nice thing that's good when it's loose. Geese.
A goose.
Also very tasty when they're loose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boys, we had I think we kicked off last weekend a new sort of paradigm in TT's TikToks in which we had somebody from the chat room, sort of picking the winner.
Well, and Joe is here too.
And Joe was here as well. And he was able to pick. Now, do we still have Callie and Chubbs in the room?
They weren't messaging on YouTube.
I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody in the room.
Yeah, she was texting me.
Well, text her and see if she can jump in the chat room. Tell her she could win. She could
win a prize.
Be the judge.
Exactly.
Well, rather than texting her, Callie, if you're still out there.
Yeah, Callie.
Oh no, you know what?
Get in the room.
She won't be able to do it in the room because she's on her TV.
Oh.
All right. So since we don't have him in the room, this will just be a normal section for TT's TikToks. And but we'll keep it in mind for moving forward. So let's jump into it, Cory.
Are you ready? TT's TikToks. Are you ready?
All right.
Are you ready?
Now,
And I'll try not to laugh out loud when you play.
Well, that's okay. Because these aren't going to be anonymous now where you have to guess. We're just going to basically do it in the standard way. And
Okay.
I don't know who you're playing
And
first, Cory, but
viewers and listeners should say something on Insta.
oh yeah, of course. Instagram, DM us at Schnozzcast on Instagram. Or if you happen to be watching live on your phone or on your TV, switch over to your laptop or somewhere where you can get in the chat and give us your feedback. I'd still take feedback for who won this round if we're doing it in a competitive way, which is always what you want to do. Oh, you start with me?
Absolutely. I want to compete.
All right. Yeah. Do I need to set this up? I don't think so. This is Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone telling a good story.
You got the Bluetooth up?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I swear I do. That might be it.
10-0.
Don't need to do
that's
that.
not it.
That's why.
I like that.
So I hear it's 10-0. Seahawks.
Hang on. I found out the reason.
Hey, Dilly Dilly's in the room.
Dilly?
Dilly Dilly, 98.95, baby.
All right, hold on. Before we play this, Dilly 98.95. If that is your real name. You're just in time, and we would love for you to be the judge here. What we've got going on, and we're going to play 3 different TikToks, and we're looking for someone to cast a vote into which one of these TikTok clips is the best. What criteria you use, we don't care. You could flip a coin, you could pull names out of a hat, you could just randomly say the numbers 1, 2, or 3. Either way, play with us here, and we're going to play the first one.
Yeah, play with us here.
Yeah, probably should. It could have been worded better.
It's my brother-in-law. It's kind
It's
of
the
weird.
wrong podcast.
Exactly. Yes, Dilly Dilly.
Nope.
Why are we?
Oh, I know why. Well, the TV volume is down. But that shouldn't matter, right?
No, it should not.
All right. Oh, maybe that's it. Dilly 98.95. Please hold on. We're getting there. Because we do
Oh,
need sound.
you know what? Hang on. I think I'm. Oh, you think after all these episodes, guys, that.
Oh, hey, Dilly Dilly. Did you see anybody noteworthy when you were scrolling around on YouTube? Well, I did, but these jackasses don't even know how to play a TikTok video. So I just fucking
And Tom
left.
Segura and Bert Kreischer wanted to freaking pay him
They
$3
turned
million.
down a $3 million offer from your mom's house. Yeah, they're not worth my time. Wow. Okay, so
Yeah, move on to something else real quick while I get this figured out.
all right, Todd.
Yes, sir.
Here are there. You sent me a couple of different things.
I did.
And I want to go back to the first one you sent me, which is a BuzzFeed article about people that opened up about the trendy foods that gross them out. And I feel like we've all got this list, but I want some feedback on what I'm about to read, because I think this list kind of encapsulates the whole spectrum of shit that might be dodgy food-wise. So first one, eggs.
Oh,
All right, so we're ready. Hold on. Let's rock it through this then.
All right.
Eggs, whether they're fried, scrambled, hard-boiled, doesn't matter what.
I love a good egg. That seems odd to me. But there's a lot of texture people who don't like the texture.
There are. I think a lot of these are about texture for a lot of people. And I don't know that I'm one of those texture people, but anything that I don't like, I've been told it's because I don't like the texture. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know. I just know I don't like it. No, it's the
Plus,
texture.
eggs can be in they can be done so many different ways, right? I mean, hard-boiled egg is about as bland a thing as you can get. Scrambled eggs, you can put cheese in them or and other things in them, and
Yeah. I think any egg, if you eat it plain, it with the thing in it, is plain. I mean, it just tastes like an egg.
What does an egg taste like?
Oh man, it's so eggy.
It's delicious.
The yolk, the white together, it's just
Makes an egg.
yeah, nothing but egg. But if you're
Perfect.
doing an omelet and you're putting cheese in there, then that's what you're tasting, really, right? Or you're putting pepper on your hard-boiled egg or salt.
It's the combination, right? When you introduce anything new, the flavor as a whole changes. You don't just taste cheese because you add cheese to eggs. You taste cheesy eggs, and if you add a little bit of pepper or Tabasco or any other spice, you get a little bit. You get all those things coming together. That confluence of flavors, Bob, changes everything.
I don't know that anybody really makes scrambled eggs just with the eggs and nothing else. So I think you'd be a psycho.
There's a lot of psychos out there.
All right.
There's a lot of psychos out there.
Raisins in hot dishes like casseroles.
Who does that?
Apparently it's a thing.
A lot of people have
Really?
you not had frickin' potluck stuffing?
Raisins?
I don't think I have.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
Yeah. I've heard of raisins in stuffing, but not in casseroles.
No, and stuffing, dude. If stuffing has, I love stuffing.
Yeah.
Well,
Does
you
love
put
stuffing.
You put raisins in there.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of with you.
I
I would try it.
There was someone long ago. I went to their house for Thanksgiving dinner.
Long ago?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That is a long time.
And they put cranberries in their stuffing as well.
I do a French bread stuffing with
Yep.
craisins, the dried sweetened cranberries. I put those in my French bread. It sounds disgusting. I had sworn I'd never do it. I had it when I was in Hawaii and fell in love with it. And so, again, I wouldn't order or put raisins in my stuffing or anything like that naturally. But having had that stuffing, and now that I make it every other year or so, don't knock it. And I know you don't like cranberries, Cory, so you're not a good.
Yeah.
See, that's the
you
thing.
hate you hate the cranberry. So
Raisins in casserole are a little bit more of an outlier, but cranberries in stuffing, most people, when they're eating like a full plate of Thanksgiving dinner, have cranberry sauce of some kind
On top of
whether
the
it's
stuffing.
jellied and all that shit gets
True.
mixed up. So that's kind of an easier one to swallow, I would think.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't. I mean, and like Todd pointed out, I'm already not a fan of cranberries. But yeah, when I tried that stuffing, I was like, why did you fuck this stuffing up so bad? Like I was looking forward to Thanksgiving dinner at your house, and now I am not. I kind of want to leave.
How about snails?
I-
Escargots.
Haven't had snails and stuffing, but my
Not in stuffing, just
not in stuffing, just escargot.
regular snails.
oh Nah, I have closest I've come to that is oysters. I've never had an actual snail though.
Todd,
But-
I feel like you're a connoisseur of escargot.
I've had escargot. This is good.
My
It's a
my grandfather used to put oysters in his stuffing.
really
Yeah.
okay.
See, I like my oysters
never
raw.
mind.
Although I don't mind oysters Rockefeller either. I guess I like oysters all over the place. So yeah, I'm fine.
Well,
with
you
that.
know what? And that's actually a good question, Todd, because I will have to confirm with my mother to see if he added them raw afterwards or if he put them in and cooked them with the stuffing.
Right.
I gotta believe he cooked them.
I would.
'Cause,
I
again,
would say you're
It's
probably
kind
right.
of a waste of a good oyster if you're like cook a dish and then drop in raw oyster. That seems disgusting to me. And I love oysters.
I will hopefully have an answer for you guys next episode.
Somebody talked about pickles of all kinds, and I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Who doesn't love a good pickle?
Yeah, pickles are amazing.
Fried
Carrots.
gizzards. I like gizzards anyway. Fry them, boil them, bake them, smoke them. Love me some gizzards.
How did we
love
get to
gizzards.
gizzards from pickles?
Because Dilly commented about gizzards. And
Oh,
I
hey. Dilly Dilly's still here?
still here.
Yeah,
You're the best,
He
Dilly
did,
Dilly.
he did say, and Callie did text me back. She said they will judge the
Oh, okay, perfect.
TikToks.
All right. All right. Should we put a hold on this then and go back? Because do you still have the TikTok full screen?
Yeah, I can bring it right up.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep people waiting. Let's do that.
Don't keep them waiting.
All right, here's the first one, which,
Yeah, we're not saying who it is
yeah.
now. For that, we have judges. Okay, we already kind of did, but
In Crazy Stupid Love.
No.
Oh, yeah. You mean the Dirty Dancing lift?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well-
we were meant to do that, and then what happened?
Oh, you don't remember?
Well, I remember, but I'd like to hear you.
You'd like to hear me
Hear
tell
your
it?
version of it?
Well, listen, when I was
story.
about 7 years old, quick story. When I was about 7 years old, I was in gymnastics class, and I was on these parallel bars that are about 6 feet off the ground, and I was standing on the top of the bars, and the teacher was holding me by the ankles, and somehow or other, she let go. And I was standing on this bar, and I felt myself beginning to tip forward, and I put my arms in like this, and I fell 6 feet to the ground. And I broke both of my arms at the same time.
Wow.
And yeah, and so I spent a whole summer. I lived in Arizona, which is like 120 degrees, which I don't know what that is in Celsius.
Hot.
Quite hot. So I had a cast and all the, it was miserable. It was the day before the last day of school. Anyway, I had internalized this. That's a really important.
It's an important detail.
I really know how to tell a story. So, anyway, years later, we do Crazy Stupid Love. I know that we're going to do the Dirty Dancing lift. I don't know, however, that I have an internalized phobia of being, lifted over someone's head at the height of about 6 feet. So I run to do the lift, and Ryan lifts me over his head, and what did I do, Ryan?
I've never had this happen, but I imagine if a possum fell out of a tree and started trying to scratch your eyes out, it would be something similar.
It was a lot. And then it was like a full meltdown. I mean, I had like a real meltdown.
Yeah, you had to go.
I had to go
you crawled in bed and watched
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. We were in a house, and she was like, "I have to go watch Labyrinth."
For an hour, I went and laid down crying, watching Labyrinth. This is so stupid. And then Ryan came in and was like, "You all right?" And then the directors came in and were like, "You all right?" And I was like, "We're gonna use the devil." And I was like, "Great." And by the way, Jennifer Connelly is a revelation in this.
interesting video choice. Whoever picked that one.
I got some chuckles out of that.
See, you told me you weren't going to chuckle, but
I did. I
I
chuckled.
knew you couldn't keep it to yourself.
Couldn't contain myself.
Yeah.
All right, here's number 2.
All right, we'll say that was number 1. This is officially number 2. Again, we're not saying who this came from. You'll have to vote. All right, here we go.
So for the audio listeners, it was,
It's more the awkward looking around at the end.
for the audio listeners, that was a person starting out doing some very, very good parkour. And then it cut to a very large man doing, I'd say,
An attempt on the same parkour.
so an attempt is a stretch.
I wouldn't say the
Loose
same
term.
Oh, no, yeah, a very loose term.
Yeah, another
Another
use of
loose.
the word loose. You're welcome, Todd.
on some bike racks that
He
didn't
kept it safe. He kept
It
it safe for
was-
his size.
Well,
wasn't too
Safe.
impressive. But
I thought it was impressive.
well, I mean, for a man his size, yeah, the last move was I'd say was pretty good.
all right, that was number 2. And
right.
now comes the last of the 3 contestants to be voted on.
So this one's also going to need some commentary because I can't play the sound in the background.
Okay, you're going to do it though, right? Or do you want me to do it?
You can do this one.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Now, am I just describing this, or am I actually playing like a color commentator at a football game? I'll just make it up as I go. Where are you going?
I trying to get it over to the TV screen, and now it's not going to the TV screen.
Oh, wait, there you go.
There we go. All right.
Oh, this looks like it could be trouble.
So there's
All right, this is 1:05. I'm going to have to give a description here because there's no sound, right?
There's
so I'm
no
not going
sound.
to talk it over everybody. Okay, so whenever you're ready.
all right, I'm
All right, man in what
Sauna.
looks like a
Banana hammock.
a fairly a skimpy banana hammock, black banana hammock, walking out of a sauna. Giant porn stash with his. Those look like his
Hang-
nuts.
so there's some comments that people put up.
Bathina.
He has a very unfortunate fatty situation
Dude,
between his thighs.
That's not real. Those are his nuts. There's no way those are. I've never seen thighs that do that.
So the
You've never
first
worn those pants, Bob.
Well, that's true.
That's why loose slacks are good.
Yeah, a day like today, that'd have to be a day when I was feeling tight.
So the first comment was unexpected item in the bagging area, and then Bathina.
Bathina. That's
All right.
perfect.
Is this just is the rest of it just like different people giving their funny?
I'm going back
comments?
to I think it plays through.
What in the pita pocket is going on over here? Oh,
My thoughts on this are twofold.
I mean, if only these like really, with it hip commenters could get together and figure out the political problems in this country, we might go somewhere.
I like sir, your
Throw your
cooter is
cooters
out.
out.
Yep.
That's the best comment yet. Hey, so I didn't like that.
Actually, Bathina is still the best, I think.
No, hard disagree.
From
Man,
Step Brothers.
Yep.
His wiener goes with the bun.
Man in the canoe. Oh, I just made a new facial expression. Yeah, that about touches it right there. Sir, your banana hammock doesn't know the assignment. I remember pagers. I miss pagers. That's fantastic. How do your nuts go to your legs? See, that's what I'm saying. How do your nuts go into your legs like that?
So, okay. Sorry, I thought it played through more, but yeah, that's for those of you that want to see, definitely go check out the YouTube version.
All right, yeah, let's move on from this because I'm going to be struggling enough just to get this out of my brain for the next 24 hours.
I'm sorry.
All right, so Dilly 9895 and
Callie.
Callie, give us a vote, 1, 2, or 3. Who's the best?
we'll wait for
Yeah,
wait
we'll wait
for
Operators are
Brad.
standing by.
Exactly. They're like none. Can we vote for D?
You can vote for none, I suppose. That's kind of a dick move, though, on a podcast chat room. I'm just gonna say.
You're calling our listeners, our boogers, dicks?
No, I said that's a dick move. Don't pull the dick move because that would kind of make you a dick.
So Callie said Dylan legit goes, the longer you look, the more you'll see.
Yeah, that's probably true. Is that a vote?
Dilly voted for 3.
Callie votes. Well, hey, You can't vote for all three, Callie.
All right, yeah,
Sure she
that's
can.
ridiculous.
No, she said 3, 2. Well, in order. Okay, she was giving the order. She said 3, 2, 1.
Oh, so number 3, 1. Thank you both. That was Todd's video, obviously.
No, that was mine.
No, it wasn't.
Just kidding.
No, it wasn't. Because
Yeah.
Cory didn't. Cory for 2. Now again, I sent you a different video today for this, and you picked one from like last week, but that's okay.
That was. I didn't see.
Nope,
One
I sent you one.
All right.
I sent you one earlier.
All
today.
right,
That's all right. We'll get it
this is
sorted
something
out.
that we will figure out in the production meeting.
Exactly.
The video selection choice that Cory makes from all the videos that Todd sends during the week. But in the
I
meantime,
sent the last one is the one.
or we can keep talking about it. That's fine.
That's all right. Sorry.
Why don't we make sure that you're sending it directly to Cory and
I
just tell
did.
Cory always use the most recent one I sent you.
Okay.
That's where I fucked up, Todd. I
Yeah.
pulled the one from the group chat. My apologies.
Yeah. So dirty
No
laundry
worries.
shared.
No worries.
Dilly 9895.
We're in it to
thank
win
you.
it.
Thank you for refereeing that
And
match.
and Callie as well. I appreciate the vote for mine.
Well, I hope you feel good about yourself, sir.
I do.
All right.
Congratulations.
I'm-
1 to
I'm-
1, 1 and nothing. We need a scoreboard.
Oh yeah, we should. Oh, that's what we need to do is start keeping a tally.
Yeah, we do. Well, we've only done 2 of them. That should be easy.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I like that.
Is that something-
Dilly says viewers and listeners should send us TikToks for consideration as well.
100% great idea. Here's the catch. They have to be TikTok videos, right? And on Instagram, can you paste a TikTok link? Anybody? If they DM us on Instagram, can they DM us a link to a video on TikTok?
I feel like you should be able to, unless unless Instagram's like, no, we have coding that does not allow. Which
It's 100%
I'm not.
possible.
It is possible.
Yeah.
I'm not joking about that.
Yeah.
But I would assume, yeah, you'd be able to send a link on Instagram for TikTok.
Okay.
Do it.
We can test the theory.
Yeah, we'll test it because otherwise all they're going to be able to do is email it to us at schnozzcast@gmail.com. And I think we've already tested that theory sometime in the last 6 years that people don't like to send fucking emails.
Oh,
Right?
email's the snail mail of the
It is.
2020s.
On social media?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not even sure people will be willing to DM us on Instagram.
Yeah, they might want to slack us.
They can't slack us. We're slacking enough for all 3 of us already, I think. Do you have Slack, Todd?
I do.
How often do you use it?
Every day.
Fuck. But it's only for work, right?
Nope.
Really?
Really?
Do we need to get on this as a podcast?
I don't know. I use Slack for all manner of things.
Yeah, okay. So are any of them podcast adjacent?
Book club, and like I said, I'm on like 5 different Slack channels.
Cory, do you have Slack?
I do not.
I don't either.
It's free.
Dilly, do you have Slack? Dilly 9895. Do you have Slack? If the answer is no, then that's 3 out of 3 survey that don't even know what the fuck you're talking
I
about.
would say I've never even heard of it.
So yeah, Instagram is probably the front runner to use for.
Oh my goodness! And I'm the old guy on the podcast.
Yes, and on top of that, you're the old guy on the podcast.
Crazy. The old man on the podcast is the only one who's down with current things.
Hey, young whippersnappers, you guys use a fax machine? Maybe you can get votes coming in through the fax.
We got to purchase. Bob, we have to purchase a fax machine for the house now.
Now Todd's got 5 of them. Used it every day.
Just Todd, if you
For
can
work,
if you can just send us one of
Podcast
those,
adjacent stuff.
we'll fax each other information back and forth.
There you go.
All right, I want to move on to the other article that you sent, just to touch on a few of them, and then we'll go into existential question because I think it is related to that. But the articles, it was specifically about 25 people who blew their money on things that they're too embarrassed to admit that they did, except in this anonymous thread. And I want to touch on a couple of them because they caught my eye. We don't need to go through all of them. So numbers 9 and 10 from this list, Todd, if you're following along. If you have the link still. But the Galactus popcorn bucket, someone admitted to having bought that thing. This was when the Fantastic Four movie recently just came out. and Galactus is the big bad in the movie, and I saw one of these with my own 2 eyes, and I thought for probably 1/16 of a second about buying it until I saw that it was $75. But it's a big, it was a popcorn bucket that was literally like almost 2 feet tall, and it had Galactus's helmet with the big things that come out, and his eyes glowed red with a button that's on the back. And this person obviously spent $75 on it, and since then it's been used to hold his remote controls for a stereo system on the table and never ever turned on again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, but again, I mean, 75. That's not too bad.
but it's a $75
Remote control
holder
Yeah.
whose eyes light up and has the Galactus helmet. Cory, should we get one?
Let's go ahead.
Put it right here on the table.
Let's go. You can go half and half.
The other one was the GoPro. Saw other people doing cool shit with it. Thought I should get one too, but I don't do cool shit, it got boring quick.
Oh, that was funny.
When you bought your very first GoPro, did you buy it because you're like, I'm going to do some cool shit with this?
So here's actually the funny story about that, which I wish Joe would have been here when we were talking about this, because I did not purchase my first GoPro.
What if Todd was Joe in this exchange?
Well, it really wouldn't make sense because he doesn't know the story behind.
You can pretend.
It's
Todd's good at pretending.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the actual story.
Oh, you want the story to come from Joe?
Yeah, or just him here to appreciate it. Because again, this was probably going back 10 years now. Joe had a GoPro that he purchased, which I feel like he was that guy in the story.
Yeah.
That Joe was like, oh, I'm going to do a bunch of cool shit with this. And it came from Amazon, and he never opened the box.
You never even tried.
He never even tried.
You saw the box. I'm like, that looks like a lot of work opening that box.
He grabbed it from his porch, brought it in the house, and never touched it again. And then one day when we were over here doing the podcast, I used to have this big old like army rucksack that you could fit your entire life in if you were to just want to pick up and move. And Joe was like, oh man, he's like, I really like that. Like, where'd you get that from? Like, I don't know. It was a gift years and years ago. Like, it's way too big for what I need, but like if you want, he's like, well, what can I give you for it? I'm like, I don't know, man. He's like, I have a GoPro that I've never opened up. I'm like, well, I don't think that's much of a fair trade, but I didn't say that because I didn't want to give away my hand. But
yeah, you're playing the long game.
And in my head, I'm like, that doesn't seem fair whatsoever. But I was like, yes, sir, we can definitely do that. So Joe gave me my first GoPro in exchange for this army rucksack. And that became my obsession with GoPros.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Do you feel like you've done
Joe,
some
you should have
cool shit
actually
with it?
requested a couple of freaking cassette tapes too.
That still wouldn't not even come close.
I know.
The
That's
price
right.
differential. Especially after I told him that I got it as a gift. I didn't buy it myself. So yeah, that was my
And a
start
dozen
with-
eggs.
Well, nowadays, yeah, that actually I take away the rucksack and just give them the eggs.
Another person said something they bought that they were ashamed or embarrassed to admit that they spent their money on: a brick oven pizza board. Thrifted it. I don't own a brick oven. I also don't make pizza. I will cop to having a pizza board as well that could be used in the oven. But I think one of my children has used it one time.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't think I've used it at all.
Nice.
And then the last two I thought, Todd, were pretty prescient here. Funko Pops was one of them.
Yes.
That they were embarrassed to admit that they'd spent money on.
Hey, we're not embarrassed. As a matter of fact, I told you earlier we're going to pick up 2 more tomorrow.
That's true. And the only thing that could possibly follow up Funko Pops, $200 remote control vibrator.
I feel like the $20 one would get it done just as well.
The Shake Weight's upgraded cousin.
Yeah. Yeah, this person thought that they'd be playing with their long-distance boyfriend a lot more, but they broke up within days of the purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've heard, boys, there's a strict no return policy on those kind of things. From what I've heard.
Yeah. So I
They
think
test them like 9-volt batteries, I heard.
I think from there we can rock it over into existential question.
Hey, Bob. Existential.
Yes, sir.
Existential.
Oh, were you going to ask if I was going to play your theme song to this?
No, I was gonna. I actually had my most embarrassing thing. And
Yeah, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be the very first question,
okay.
which we can get to right now.
And so Dylan did send in the first video
To
as a viewer submission.
via Instagram.
He texted. He texted
it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's not a scalable model. I mean,
Well, yeah, unless we're going to get
thank
Corey's
you,
phone
Dylan.
number.
Yeah, we could give your phone number out.
Text
to the internet.
Cory at 248-772-7777. Cory Selesky, anytime, all day.
Anytime you guys want.
Dude, that poor bastard with that number. Wouldn't it be awesome if he started just going to tell you?
Do you have your phone?
Nope, don't have my phone.
Let's call it.
Nope, not doing that.
Why not?
I'll call a phone sex line, but I'm not calling a random stranger with a 248 area code.
Let's just see if as long as it rings once, you can hang up.
Can you do the star 68
6-7?
or 6-7? Yeah, the block.
Yeah.
If you do that first, you can do it.
Oh, you have your phone right there. Just do it. Just like I said, if it rings once.
Do you,
I dare you.
do you remember the number, Todd? You said it was 248.
772-7777. I triple dog dare you.
Hold up the mic.
Oh, hold on. It's
A slight breach in
248,
etiquette.
not 249. All right, here we go.
Oh shit!
What?
It's ringing.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
They're not picking up.
All right,
I don't recognize this number.
Because it's a block number.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You better
That's
recognize.
that's an actual number though.
Yeah? Corey's
yeah.
number.
Right. Yeah, why do you I know
Please
you should not
check
pick up your phone.
My phone's being used as a camera right now.
Exactly. Text all your TikTok videos
Yeah.
to 248-777.
Stop. Okay. We know that's actually somebody's number now. Let's stop doing that.
Any genitalia pictures?
Oh,
also,
no.
feel free to send.
Okay, gotta cut that out. All right, first existential question of the night, boys, is that same one. What have you purchased that you were embarrassed to admit that you did? I guess technically, what have you blown your money on that you're embarrassed to admit?
Oh, we have to be embarrassed to admit it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I was going
But
to say,
here we are about to admit it.
I was going to say all this podcast equipment, but clearly we do the show every week, so
Yeah, I'm not embarrassed
Not
about
embarrassed about that.
Yeah, I would admit that too. So I would say the overwhelming amount of Star Wars toys that are in my basement.
Okay.
Why are you embarrassed?
Because it's a lot
No
of
shame
Star
in that
Wars
game.
toys.
No shame in that game, Bob.
I'll bet it probably goes toe to toe with whatever you and Danielle spent on Funkos over the years.
Probably.
Yeah, and they're for nothing because my kids, who are now grown, had no interest in any of that shit. And my parents' dream of passing on my love for Star Wars and all things Star Wars to my kids dashed to the rocks.
You never know.
No, you do know.
When
your kids are in their
mid-20s, get
mid-20s.
older,
No.
I'm telling you, man, you never know.
Well, at this point, I know. And that means that if someone like Burt Kreischer and Tom Segura made me an offer for all that Star Wars paraphernalia, I would sell it today.
Fair enough.
What about you, Todd?
Fair enough. Actually, I have two. Number one is I actually bought the original Oculus that you put your Samsung phone in for virtual reality. I didn't buy it, but I did ask for it for my number one Christmas present one year. And
That doesn't count. You have to have blown your own money on this.
well, we blew household money because I asked for it. I specifically wanted it, and I'm embarrassed because, again, I then had to have my Samsung S10. I think they're on S30 or whatever now, but I had this phone, and you slid it in there, and I think I used it for like 18 minutes before I was like, yeah, this is bullshit.
Enough of that.
And then the other thing is, back in the day, you know that I love golf, love to play golf, and I've always been an equipment guy. And a couple of our college buddies can absolutely validate this, but I wasted money on the Alien sand wedge. And
How much?
probably $150. And yeah, talk about a gimmick and a club. The only good thing there is I have one great story on a par 3 in Livonia, Michigan, with one of our good friends, Mr. Lightsack. You know who that is. We were playing, and it said like 110-yard par 3, and I took out my alien wedge, and Aiden like looks, he goes, "Does that thing work? Are you going to be able to get under the ball? Is that going to be? It's going to be like a mile high." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude!" I freaking gripped and ripped, and I think I hit that ball like 217 yards over 8 Mile Road and into Novi from Livonia.
Oh no!
Because it was so weighted, it was such a piece of junk. But yeah, those are my two most embarrassing. Yeah.
Well, I feel like I know what Cory's answer would be, so I'll just answer for him. Funko Pops. So let's move on from there to the next question. We have about 5 more minutes before we end the show, and I need to get launched in this before he comes back from the bathroom. All right. So next question: what's not as bad as most people seem to think?
I got one.
Go ahead.
Root canal.
Oh, I see. So you how many have you had?
One.
And no big deal?
No big deal. Colonoscopy.
That's 2.
Exactly.
I do agree with Todd on the root canals. I've had several done.
I would agree too, because I've had one and I was in such pain that
I remember
it was nothing but a relief. So yeah, I didn't view it as being a bad thing at all.
But in our society, people are like, "Oh, it's like a root canal." I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Pleasant.
And especially if you get the gas.
Oh, have you always gotten the gas?
For one of them, I did.
Okay.
The other
I've never had the
2,
gas.
I did not.
I got shots. I got
shots.
I got probably 8 shots in my mouth.
Oh, I mean, obviously plenty of shots, but the one,
I didn't feel anything from like the neck up.
the one oral surgery I went to, I think it was my first one that I got done. I was already nervous of going to any dentist or having anything done with my teeth.
Right.
And I showed up and I was just a nervous wreck sitting in the chair. Like I was legitimately sweating
Yeah.
and like my face was beet red.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "Hey, like, how about we just give you a
Hey,
little
buddy.
bit? How about we just give you a little bit of this?" And I was like, "Sure." And immediately I was like, "All right, Doc, go ahead. Do what you need to do."
Was he rubbing on your inner thigh too?
No, he was giving me a reverse handy.
That's where I thought he was going.
Very talented oral surgeon, that's for sure.
Emphasis on the oral.
Able to work with one hand in my mouth and the other on my bottom mouth.
One hand in your mouth. One hand in your mouth.
Yeah, you got it. That's how you do the root.
No, I hadn't even mentally gotten to the root canal yet. I thought we were still in the foreplay section.
Oh, thanks, Doc.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Have you started yet? No, not yet. All right, Cory. What's not as bad as most people seem to think?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I don't know.
I probably would say. I would say any long line at like the DMV, the airport. To me, I'm like any problem like that can be solved with a pair of headphones, a good pair of headphones. If I can be entertained in some way, I don't care how long the line is. Like it's how long it is. That's as long as it's going to be.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess I
would
start
lump,
carrying around my headphones.
I would
more
lump
then.
sitting in traffic the same way. Like if I have something to listen to occupy my attention, whether it's a podcast or music I'm listening to, okay, so we're in line. But without that, I'm like a ball of stress. Like why aren't we moving?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I have my answer.
I hate lines.
So what's not as bad as people make it to seem? Correct.
Very, very close. The words "not as bad" and "most people" were in that question.
That was close. Women's sports.
I'm not going anywhere near that one.
You know, it sounds complimentary when you say it that way, but I don't think it is.
It was very complimentary.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds on the surface.
That's what I was going for.
Okay.
Once you actually give it a watch, women's beach volleyball, amazing.
And most people do slag off women's sports.
They do what to women's
Slag
sports?
off on women's sports.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
What's up, cousin Robert? You joined at the exact perfect time.
Well, that's debatable. That is debatable. So Cory was just explaining to us how women's sports aren't as bad as some people seem to think.
Just give it a watch. You might like it.
Now, it's funny that this one sport that you used as your example was women's beach volleyball. The only sport in which they're almost naked.
That was the first thing that was top of the mind. I picked it out of nowhere.
I see. And your second choice?
Women's indoor volleyball.
I think Cory might legitimately believe that that's the only sport that women play.
I think so.
I've seen him try to play basketball and hockey and things like that.
Oh my goodness!
What?
All right, we need to go.
See, I'm staying away from that one.
Everyone tries to play a sport. It's not that they can.
I have the perfect follow-up question.
Oh boy, here we go.
This will be to end the show.
No, we still have a quick story to tell too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's end with this then instead of the story. Let's not end with the story.
So you want to do the story first
Yeah.
and then end with that?
Yeah.
Okay. That seems to break up the segment a little bit, but
All right, never mind. Okay, so last question, fellas. What interest do you wish more people shared with you?
so which wasn't my answer when I was in the bathroom. But I will say
I hadn't asked this question while you're in the bathroom.
Yeah,
No,
I know
I-
what it is. He meant Funkos.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you.
Well, I am bummed because I think you can guess what answer I thought he was going to give. Todd.
Women's sports?
Yeah. Todd, what about you? What interest do you wish more people shared with you?
Curiosity, learning, reading.
Fucker. Stole my answer.
Word.
I think I have a good one for you, though,
Yeah,
since you took my answer earlier.
I did.
Yeah, when I was in the bathroom. We just talked about it.
Oh, no, that was a proxy. I didn't steal your answer. You were gone.
Well, and again, never
I didn't
mind.
even use your an approximation or an impression of your voice.
No, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Vinyl,
Yes. Which leads into the sir.
our story earlier,
Schnozzcast,
Todd.
the backbone of the show.
Yeah. That's right. Tom and Bert are coming to me, not you.
Yeah, right.
So, Todd, Danielle got a record player for Christmas last year. It has not been
Nice.
touched, not been touched or taken out of the box that entire year until this year. She finally, 3 days ago, got it out. We got a stand for it, and we got the record player set up. And
Nice.
So she has some Taylor Swift albums that she's already purchased, even without setting up the record player.
Wait, did she buy them or were they given to her as gifts?
No, she bought the albums.
So there were 3 albums that she had. And you didn't have it. You don't have any.
No, I don't have any currently.
Not even did your parents listen to vinyl?
They did, and at some point,
They shook hand all of it.
my dad either threw it away or my mom got rid of it at some point.
All right. So you had 3 Taylor Swift albums that she bought and nothing else.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So I hit up Bob. I'm like, hey, on Saturday before we do the show, any chance you'd want to meet up with Danielle and I at Dearborn Music to look through some vinyl and try to start our collection? And he's like, yeah, of course. I mean, obviously Bob was vinyl, so he wasn't going to say no to that. And so we went through Dearborn Music. I struck out on everything I was looking for. I like in the back of my head, I'm like, I want my first vinyl purchase to be something special and something that I'm going to want to hang on to and potentially pass down to, children that we have. And
Just end up like all my Star Wars toys in the basement, Cory.
yeah, well, you never know. And again, I might be stupid for thinking that or doing that, but it's something looking back on it, like you just asked, what happened to my dad's vinyls? Like, I wish they'd be around now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want my first purchase of a vinyl to be something that I really, really want. And at first I was thinking the Big Lebowski soundtrack, which Dearborn Music did not have, but they're able to order it. I'm like, okay, let me move on from that. Danielle and I and Bob and Lori have been to many OAR concerts throughout the last several years. So I'm like, OAR would also be a good one because that's something that's close to Danielle and I and that I'd love to purchase. Didn't have any OAR albums. I even looked at Tool and Slipknot, that are bands that I absolutely love. But I'm like, I don't know if I want that to be a first purchase of a vinyl.
And I think you realized when you were going through and looking at those, and there was the Corey Taylor album, that when you're buying vinyl, I mean, most people subscribe to some kind of streaming service, Spotify, Amazon Music, whatever it is, Apple Music. A lot of that stuff you can, if you just want to listen to it, you can listen to it based on subscriptions you're already paying for.
Right, and that's exactly why I didn't want to just pull the trigger on any sort of
You buy
album.
vinyl and you're paying like $25 minimum for a single album, and sometimes more than that if it's new.
Yeah, and that Corey Taylor one that we looked at, which Todd, the record was really, really cool. It didn't have a sleeve for it, so you were able to see the record itself, and it was just like this neon pink that was just it was awesome. But it was only two-sided. There was one song on each side of the vinyl, and it was like $28.99, I think. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I can't justify that. I mean, I love Corey Taylor, but
you need to be like a Corey Taylor obsessed completionist.
Like if I already had a bunch of his albums, and that was like the
one
final,
you don't have.
Final one, then okay. But I'm like, for my first album, I'm like, no,
because you'd have your whole selection, and you have somebody over that'd be like, yeah, but you don't have that one 2-song EP you put out. How come you don't have that? Like, you call yourself, this isn't really a collection. I mean, it's a start.
Yeah, right. And that's so.
Fuck you, dude. I'm going to the store right now.
And so that's why, like I said, I want something to be special. The first vinyl I get, and then I'm like, you know what? I saw the name on one of the tags, Billy Joel, and I'm like, holy shit.
I know Billy Joel.
I've heard of him.
Who is
He's
that?
done something.
Billy who?
So,
Exactly.
but on Saturday mornings, if my mom was out of the house, my dad would blare Goodnight Saigon while he was vacuuming, doing work around the house. And that's what we woke up to Saturday mornings that my mom was gone. So I'm like, oh my God, if I was to get a first record, I need to find the Red Curtain with Goodnight Saigon on it. And of course, they didn't have that, new or used. So
It sounds like one hell of a record store.
yeah, so finally I just kind of threw my hands up. I'm like,
but remember, Todd, they went there specifically for Danielle, not for Cory.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is technically her player.
Yeah.
Even though, well, there's a story behind that. I'll tell you offline. But but she did find. So as we were talking, she's obviously a Taylor Swift fan. She found it's a 4-album version of her Red Tour, and she found it in the used bin. And online, it's normally $50. She found it was $27.99 at Dearborn Music. But the other cool part was, like, she even looked at eBay and everything like that. And there was the closest one she could find was $25.99, but it did have shipping, and it wasn't the red pressed album. It was just the regular black vinyl pressed. And the one that she got from Dearborn Music for $27.99 is the actual red limited edition pressed one.
Nice.
Yeah, and when she took it to the counter, even the guy at the counter was like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "This is crazy that you got this." And he's like, I think we just got it in. And he's like, you came at the right day. Cause like that would, for that price, he's like, that's going to go immediately.
And she's going to be chasing that high for years.
She was very excited about it.
Yeah.
She was very excited about it. So yeah, even though I struck out, Danielle got an awesome, I think probably one of the greatest vinyl purchases she's ever going to have.
That's what I'm saying.
That's awesome.
Getting something that's hard to find, where you came in there on the right day, and it's at a great 50% off discount.
Yeah,
that you really, really want. Like,
it's collectible.
She may shop and buy vinyl every month for the next 2 or 3 years and never get a deal as good as that.
No, I don't. I honestly don't think so. So after that,
Nice.
we went to Mexican Fiesta, and neither of us, Danielle and I, have not been there in quite some time. Good Night Saigon, Callie. She asked what the song was.
Oh, right.
We went to Mexican Fiesta. Danielle and I have not been there in like at least the last 3-4 years. Bob says he has not been there in the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
And so we sat down and we gorged ourselves in Mexican food. And hence why I mentioned at the beginning of the show that at some point I might blow chunks because I had way too much food before
Thank
we
you for
started the
not
show.
doing that, by the way.
I've been holding it in.
Just before, so I don't forget, that song, did he always play that particular album? The Red Curtain?
Yes.
Okay, so are there other songs on the Red Curtain that you're like, oh no, I want to hear like start to finish?
To be honest with you, I'm sure once I hear it, there are, because it wasn't like he would just play that song over and over and over. It was just the ones. It was like he would turn down the other songs to like a reasonable volume.
Right.
When Goodnight Saigon came on, and again because his brother Don was in Vietnam, and that's what obviously Goodnight Saigon is about. That song he would in particularly the speakers couldn't go any louder. So, but I'm sure there are other songs on there that once I hear them, it'll take me back to that time. But there's none I can actually name off the top of my head for you.
So one option is to buy. He had like a two. I remember because I had it on cassette. It was a double cassette, like Greatest Hits Volumes 1 and 2, and I think that song is on the Volume 2. So if you don't need the Red Curtain and you were willing to spend money on like a really good like Greatest Hits, like all of his shit, rather than just one album with that song on it, that's an option too.
So you know what though? Now that I think about it, because the Red Curtain would have been the in studio version.
Yeah.
I feel like the one that my dad played was a live version.
Oh. Well,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm glad we talked about that now before, because if they did have the Red Curtain and I turned it on, I was like, this isn't the version that I heard every Saturday.
Yeah.
I'd be a little upset.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever heard the live version of it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And the good news is it's not like if this was from a concert like nowadays and like in the last year or two, who knows where he would have been performing that song, because it was back in probably the 80s. It had to be in the 70s or 80s. Those were specifically released on vinyl and should be easy to get. Like they're not bootleg copies. Like they're official. It would have been in his catalog, right? Billy Joel released, and I'm just pulling this number directly and firmly out of my ass, 12 studio albums, and then he released 4 live albums, right? Those numbers are not necessarily accurate, but
No, sorry. Fucking Robert. I appreciate you trying to be nice, but you still didn't spell my name correctly.
oh,
He said
as old as time.
He said, "Hi, Corey. I'm your biggest fan." I spelled your name correctly this time. Corey.
Oh well.
Here,
Close
In
enough.
fairness,
Robert, let me put my name on the screen for you real quick, just so we can get this.
yeah. In fairness, you didn't give him the correct spelling. You just bitched about it incorrect spelling.
Yeah, Corey. There you go.
No, that's not how you spell it, Todd. Sorry, Tony. Sorry,
But anyway, no, you're right. So my point is, this is a record we can find, we can search for, and should be able to find it easily. It's not going to be a bootleg copy. It should be an official. I want to say, just because I remember the cassette that he was on, like Atlantic Records, like it'd be like an Atlantic Records live album release. I know he did the Live in Moscow record. And
That might have been what it was from.
maybe, but this should be easy to find. But like nowadays, if you're looking for like, oh, I want to find the version of Bad Guy that Billie Eilish sang live, like, fuck, dude, you'd never find that. Could be anywhere. Could have been recorded at every concert, bootlegged, shipped off as free, middle of the night download, or stream from the artist website. You'd never find it.
I feel like this Billy Joel live at Yankee Stadium. That's where it's from. Yeah.
What year?
1956. It was a good year.
1990. No, it's that one, Bennett.
Well, how old were you when you had this memory? Roughly.
Was Corey even born in 1990?
No, actually, no, it could have been 1990. Yeah, because I was born in 87. So
Yeah, so it
I would
depends
have only
on-
been
So
3
you were
when it-
3?
No. I'm not saying that's the memory.
It depends
I
on
just
when
remember
these memories are.
Yeah.
Are these memories from when you were like
Gotcha.
10 or 11?
Yeah,
That would have
no,
been like late 90s. That would have worked.
It's definitely live at Yankee Stadium.
But the other good news is that because it's a live album, I'll bet it's on Apple Music or Spotify, and we could just listen to it and figure it out. This will be easy to do. And then you're probably going to have to talk to the record store to make sure that they have it in stock.
yeah,
And you'll probably have to wait for it.
yeah, it's
you may
definitely
even have to buy it online.
it's definitely live at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. So I think that's a good place to end this show. We hope that all of you listeners and viewers have nothing but fingers crossed for Cory to find his dream Billy Joel vinyl.
Real quick too, because now comments are flooding in.
Of course. they are.
Robert says, "Don't be a dick."
To you, Corey.
Apparently.
he doesn't want you to be a dick.
I
No, I
guess
think
so.
it was to me because after he spelled Cory wrong, I sent not quite to him. And then it took me a while to find the eggplant emoji.
Nah,
When he said don't be a dick.
Right.
Cory in all caps. You are my favorite out of the gang. Don't tell Tony. Robert,
Nice.
you are now my favorite fan, sir. I appreciate that.
My favorite booger. He should flick you.
Robert, stick around. We're gonna take a break for 10 or 15 minutes. We're gonna come back and do another episode. We'll have the room up again. We'll go live. So come back in and we'll wrap with you. And maybe we'll ask you to judge some other, or like Todd said, maybe we won't say anything to you at all. That's fine.
That works too.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, boys. Let's say goodbye to the peoples. Say goodbye, Todd.
See ya.
Say goodbye, Cory.
Bon voyage.
That's a great way. Peace out.